Hello, my dear own selves. I'm from India and this is my first day, and I'm going to share my episodes about a very strange and new phenomenon happened in our lives, centering a strange holy person in whom Upanishad hymns were manifested in his young age, and thereafter the effect was seen in myriads of people of different religion, races, sexes, and ages, both in our country and abroad. My ongoing episodes will tell you how Vedic cult, the Sanatan Dharma, or the primeval religion flourished several thousand years ago in the Indus Valley civilization. However, let me first say something about this man who was known as Jibankrishna or Diamond, centering whom the Vedic oneness has revived after long, long years here in India. What is Vedic cult? Diamond's revelation of truth through his book, his daily discussions on self revelation, experiences of numerous people through divine dreams, all will be discussed gradually. But first of all, let me introduce him to you to get an idea about his spiritual life, how he visualized God within him, ultimately achieving Godhood, and what was its effect on human race. Diamond or Jibankrishna was born in 1893 at Howrah town near Kolkata, India. His achievement of God the Preceptor or Holy Spirit in the form of Sri Ramakrishna, the incarnation of Lord Rama and Lord Krishna of the 19th century at 12 years 4 months age, and thereafter having spontaneous numerous divine realizations made him visualizing Atma or soul or God in the form of God's light as described in Upanishads at 24 years 8 months age, transforming his image into the soul of every human being, and as a result a miraculous incident began to initiate. Some innumerable people, including men, women, and children of all ages, see this particular man in dream, in meditation, in trance, and also in awakened condition. Nay, not only that, it so happens that whoever comes in contact with him sees him to instruct about religion, either in one or more or in all the four items. The case is so with the Hindus, the Muslims, the Parsis, and the Christians. It transpires that a man belonging to any religion of the world, if comes in contact with him, he shall be seeing him to instruct religion in one way or more in others. Now, the occurrences take place in the following ways. Number one, they see him those who come in contact with him. Number two, the women folks and the children after hearing about him from their husbands or any relative or any neighbor even, they see him in all the four ways as mentioned above. Number three, there are some people who without hearing about him or without seeing him get him in dream or in trance or in meditation or in awakened condition. Even in some cases, as a man alive and get instructions about religion. Number four, furthermore, we got a report that one gentleman, after coming to him, declared that he saw him in his very posture some 50 years ago, while he was merely a boy of 10 years old. And the man who is mentioned here was 15 years old. And to add to it, a good number of people who have seen him now saw some 30, 20, 15, 10, 7, 5, and 2 years before they come in contact with him, and even in the very night before the day he came to him. To all intents and purposes, it appears to be mysterious and a wonder. He even does not know the cause how this happens. When we approach him to solve the problem, he says that he doesn't know. All these things are happening clearly and distinctly with a large number of people for so many years. Otherwise, it appears that the thing has its start with him when he was a boy of 15 years old, and evidence corroborates the fact. I am citing here a particular incident from the West which happened during the World War II in the hard winter of December 1939. A Frenchman, Paul Adam by name, who was the commander of the machine gun division in the Maginot Line, and he was overpowered with a fear of sure and imminent death due to onrush of the Germans, and in the night he dreamed this gentleman, who spoke to him, "You will never die in the battle. and directed him to come to India after the war is over. In fact, this Frenchman was here in India and was a professor of French in the Mithila Institute. This Frenchman came to this gentleman, who was the living figure of all this wonderful happening, on the 11th December 1958, and narrated the war dream to him, and he recognized the gentleman. The person who is the center of this rare happening is a living old man leading a very simple and ordinary life of retirement and never goes anywhere out of his residence. The main striking feature is that he always reaches or teaches about religion to us in dreams, in trance, in meditation, and in awakened condition as a living man in our own home. When we met him, he used to talk only about religion or God and nothing else. As it transpires, God first, God last, and God forever, and nothing else. Now, what is the effect of seeing diamond within the body? We have witnessed and still are witnessing the following effects on the seers. Number one, the seer becomes purified in mind and feeling. Number two, the seer sees different sportive forms of God through dreams. Number three, the seer gets diamond as God the preceptor who guides and teaches the seer on spiritualism throughout his life. Number four, the seer achieves perfectness. And number five, the seer grows a sense of oneness with the humanity. The theory of attaining Godhood and its proof has been mentioned in different Upanishads in various ways. We find in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, who has mentioned the shining immortal person who is in this mankind, and with reference to oneself, this shining immortal person who exists as a human being, he is just this soul, this immortal, this Brahma, this all. Sheta Upanishad has mentioned, thou art woman, thou art man, thou art the youth and the maiden too, thou as an old man, tottering with a staff, being born, thou becomest facing in every direction. The era of Jibankrishna reveals that a man may see all the sportive forms of God with all his attributes in dreams and becomes Brahma to be united with each human race, bearing love for each other and be united in a point which is the first occurrence in its kind in the world history.